What in the LeGarrette Blount is going on? Let's go, Doug Pederson. Yeah, let's go. Could you do a little bit better at your play calling? Yes, it's me. It's Ken Arnold, and here is how I feel. I wish Doug Pederson was a better play caller. Yeah, I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. You know, Doug, you can run the ball on first down. There's no rule against it. You can run the ball. Try it. Yeah, every once in a while. Because every time, here's what you do. You run the ball, right, on second down. Second down. After first down, you throw an incomplete pass, and it's 1st and 10. Or we get sacked, and it's 2nd and 15. And then there you are. You're running the ball on 2nd and 15. That's not when you should run the ball, son. Yeah, I called you son because you act like my son when you're calling plays. Not smart, all right? Run the ball on first down. Get 4, 5, 6 yards. And then you got a short second down. Pass the ball then. Or run again. Run again. Okay? And you jerks in Philly on the radio and your blogs and all that, guess what? The Eagles can run the football. Don't say they can't. Yeah, okay, they have, average running backs. Okay, LeGarrette Blount, he was a short yard guy in New England last year, but New England had that high-powered offense, and he would get opportunities down on the goal line. But we have Sproles. He's a decent running back. He had a 4.8 average yesterday. That's pretty respectable. Okay, and overall as a team, we had a 4.0 average. We can run the ball. In the second half, on that drive when we scored the touchdown, we ran the ball effectively. Why did all of a sudden we forget about it? I don't know. But I think we can still run the ball. And you have to establish that run. You got to establish it. Yeah, it opens up other things. And if you say you don't need to establish it, you guys in Philly with your blogs and all your little reviews or whatever it is you do about the Eagles games, you're dumb. You're dumb. I coach football. I know you have to establish that running game so you can open up things in the passing game. It just makes sense. So what the Eagles need to do is they got to start committing to the run a little bit more. 80% passing, okay? 13 designed run plays. Come on. Your highest paid running back, the guy you went out in the offseason and signed as a free agent, you don't even give him the ball one time. Oh, you did, but it got called back on a holding call, right? You didn't even give the guy the ball. Makes no sense. No sense whatsoever. So, Eagles, you got to start establishing that run game. Now, that being said, my little rant about the run game, okay, fine. The Eagles did play a good game in Kansas City. Now, that's a tough test right there. A tough test to go into Kansas City and play a good Kansas City team. Kansas City's no slouch. They're one of the elite teams in the NFL, don't get me wrong. And the Eagles hung in with them. As a matter of fact, the whole first half, we dominated up until one play. What play was that? Nobody's even mentioning it in Philadelphia. Which play in the first half, the momentum swung to the Kansas City Chiefs? And then that was it. From that point on, they won the game. They won the game. It was the Darren Sproles fumble. Now, Sproles, I love you, right? Got your jersey on my wall back here. You signed it, all right? But as a veteran player, you have to know you cannot turn the ball over in that situation. You can't. It was a case of you trying to do too much. You need to hold on to the ball right there. We drive down the field. We get the field goal. We go into the locker room 6-3. And if Elliott misses the field goal, like he did, right? We had an opportunity to tie it up 6-6. But if he misses the field goal, then it's still 3-3. All right? Still a tie game. But that play right there, in my opinion, swung the momentum to the Kansas City Chiefs. And then we had an opportunity, the 53-yard pass to Ertz, which was pure luck. All right? That ball should have been intercepted. But we did have an opportunity to score, which we didn't do. Now, I don't blame Elliott. He's a rookie kicker. He's new. He comes in. He did a decent job. All right. But we can't, Darren, you can't fumble that ball right there. You just can't do it. Okay? So next week, hold on to the ball. The rest of the game, you played very well. Darren Sproles played very well. So I'll give it to him. All right. Our run D was very tight. We played well against Hunt. We really did against the Chiefs. They put up some massive numbers the week before against the Patriots in the run game. They didn't do it against us. Our run defense is tight. Good. Our front four is ferocious. And our linebackers, incredible. Michael Kendricks had a great game. We gave up that 153-yard run to Hunt. It happens. You have breakdowns, especially when you're behind. And, things like that are going to happen. For the most part, our defense, again, played a great game. We were putting constant pressure on Alex Smith. He wasn't anywhere near as efficient as he was against the Patriots. But he played a great game against the Patriots. I mean, that was a standout game. But Alex Smith still played well, even though we were putting pressure on him a lot, too. The pass defense, of course, our secondary is getting banged up. McLeod is out, hamstring. Watkins is out with a hamstring. But Rasul Douglas came in, and he did play very well. As a rookie coming in against Kansas City Chiefs, he played very well against them. Hill didn't do much against us. I mean, he had a couple good returns, but other than that, nothing. Guys who had good games yesterday. I'm going to go right into that. Guys who had good games yesterday. Rasul Douglas, like I mentioned. Zach Ertz had a good game. He had, let's go back and see how many yards he had. He had 97 yards. Of course, 53 of them came on that one lucky play. I'm going to call it a lucky play because that's what it was. But Alshon Jeffrey, he showed up. He had 92 yards. He played a great game. Torrey Smith had 66 yards. He played a pretty good game. All right, still a couple balls that should have been caught. I thought Torrey Smith got his hands on that one ball down in the end zone in the first half. He could have caught that ball. That would have been a big catch for him. I think it was a catchable ball. But again, the Eagles played well against an elite team. Yes, Doug Pederson, your play calling, shaky, really shaky. We also had we had another turnover, interception by Wentz. But again, it all came down to one thing, and I'm going to go into this just for another little rant because it stems into the run game. The offensive line, right? Isaac Seumalo. Come on, buddy. Come on. Just get in somebody's way. One play, get in somebody's way. That's all you got to do, big guy. Get in somebody's way. I don't care. Fall down. Have them trip over you. But do something. Don't just let guys fly past you and get on Wentz's back. Fortunately, Wentz is mobile, and he can get away from some of that. But if we had better protection and Wentz gets time to throw in the pocket, oh my God, we're going to be great. We're going to be a great team. But we have to establish some things. Pass protection, be great, right? Let's get a little bit of a run game going. It doesn't need to be dominant, right? But it does need to set things up. You know, if we get 80, 90, 100 yards per game in the run game, you know, we run the ball maybe 40% of the time, that'd be nice. But we can't if you're up front, Seumalo, not blocking. So could you get it together just a little bit? All right? There are other guys behind you, and I bet you they want to get in there. So either get your stuff together and Pederson, you don't have to leave him in there. You know, you can replace him. You can. So we got the Giants coming up this week. And if we can continue to get that pressure on Eli Manning, like other teams have done, like the Cowboys and like the Lions did last night, I think we'll be fine as far as defensively. I think defensively we'll be great. The one thing that concerns me next week against the Giants is, of course, establishing that run game because they have a really good secondary, the Giants. And I think we'll do okay against that secondary, but it would be nice if we could establish a little bit of a run, at least to not have to rely so heavy on the pass. You know, I'd like to see LeGarrette get at least 10 carries a game. Sproles, of course, he could get 10. Okay, and Smallwood, get him in there for an extra burst of speed here and there. You can run the ball on first down, Doug. You can. Do it. Try it. See what happens. Andy Reid used to do that when he was here. I know he's your mentor and you love the guy, but you don't have to be exactly like him. Okay? He used to do that too. Pass on first down, run on second, and then have third and long all the time. Crazy, right? Don't do it. Don't do it. Run on first down. Try it. It works. You're not going to outsmart the other team. You have established yourself in a pattern. They know it. They know your pattern. I sit here at home and call out every play you're going to call. I know exactly what you're going to do. Pass on first, run on second. Then you got a third down. You know? And then you throw the ball away, and then you got to punt. So could you please try it one time? Run the ball on first down. So anyway, guys, I want to wrap it up. All right? I thought the Eagles played well in Kansas City. Yes, it was a loss. It was a frustrating loss. But we played well. It was a good test. We got the Giants coming up next week. They're struggling right now. We need to get home. They come into our house. We beat their ass like the Cowboys and the Lions did, and we send them back up 95 crying. That's what we need to do. And then just keep that momentum and keep right on going. So let's put the Giants at 0-3 this week. And, of course, the Cowboys lost, which is always a great thing that happens. They lost to Denver by a lot, and it was great to see Ezekiel Elliott on the sidelines with only 8 yards. So there you have it. Folks, I'm out. E-A-G-L-E-S. Eagles! Woo, voice is a little rough from yelling at the TV. See you next week. E-A-G-L-E-S!